I'm going to show you a fast makeup look from start to finish. I am traveling on vacation, so I'm going to show you how easy Seint Makeup is to use while you are on the road. The first thing I do is use our setting spray. So I'm going to spray that on my face before I apply my makeup and after, just so my makeup goes on and lasts all day long. I'm going to first address underneath my eyes with our Demi line. So at Seint we have two lines of foundation. I'm using Demi underneath my eyes because I love how it looks underneath the eyes. It does such a good job taking care of the dark circles, which if you're like me, they're a little more intense sometimes when you're traveling with lack of sleep. And I love Demi because it's a breakthrough approach to makeup that utilizes color science and light in an innovative cream formula. So it's going to brighten underneath my eyes, and we're going to use colors opposite sides of the color wheel in order to have a neutralizing effect. So I'm using the spot brush and first applying the color 03. And 03 is going to counteract the dark blue I have underneath my eyes in the inner corner. Then I'm going to move a little further down where it's a little softer blue and neutralize that with 01. And then I'm going to finish off along that crevice underneath my eye where it's a little hollow out and apply a little bit of R01. And it's a little greenish blue in that area. And so R01 cancels out that. It all sounds a little confusing, but trust me, using those three tints and the tiniest bit of product applying with that spot brush that's specifically made to apply Demi is perfect. You can already see underneath my eye, I'm looking more awake. It's neutralizing the dark colors I have underneath my eyes without emphasizing any texture. It's gonna last all day long. I love using Demi underneath my eyes, and I won't have to use any other Seint products in those areas. I'm going to finish off on the other eye, and then I'm going to move on to my 3D foundation. If you have any questions about what colors would be best for you with Demi, let me know and I'll help you one-on-one. Moving on to my 3D foundation, this is one of our amazing brushes. This is the detail brush. There's so many ways to apply your foundation from Seint. I'm just going to show you one way, and that's an easy, fast way. So I'm going to first start off using the bigger end of the detail brush and apply my contour. So my contour is that brown cream tin, and I'm going to strategically place it on my face where I want to mention. Because contour is part of our foundation line with 3D foundation, it's going to give me coverage, so I don't have to put layer upon layer with my makeup, which is perfect because it's going to make me look younger actually without emphasizing any texture, and it's going to give me flawless coverage. I apply my contour on my cheekbones to where the cheekbone starts to where it stops and feather the line up to make my face look thinner. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of that contour along my hairline. So what this is doing is giving me a shadow along my forehead, and it's going to make my forehead look smaller and draw the eyes to the focal point of my face that I want you to look at, which is my eyes. And then the other place I'm going to apply my contour is along my jawline. So I'm just following my jawbone like it's a road map and blending that cream contour in, and that's just going to hide a little bit of double chin that I have. You can put an optional placement of your contour. If you want to make your nose look a little thinner or straighter, you can put it down both sides of the nose and create a little bit of a shadow line. And you can also use your contour to line your lips, fill your brows, use as an eyeshadow. It's amazing that that little tin of contour can do so many things. And these products, they're going to last me all day, so I can apply them in the morning as I'm out and about traveling, and I know they're not going to go anywhere, and I'm going to have lasting coverage. I'm going to use that same end of the detail brush and go into my main highlight. So I'm going to apply my main highlight, which is closest to my natural skin color, in areas that I don't have my contour. So for me, that's going to be in the middle of my forehead and other areas that I need coverage. So I want coverage on my nose and then around my lips and on my chin. So highlight's a thinner cream. When it's applied correctly with a Seint brush, it looks so beautiful and glowy and dewy. It gives you coverage without emphasizing texture on your skin, which I absolutely love because it just ends up looking completely natural, and it just has that lasting glow all day that people wonder, what is she wearing? So I love to use the detail brush because, as you see, I'm still only using one brush to do my makeup, and that makes it super easy to do when I'm in a hurry. It also makes it really convenient if you're traveling on the go and you don't want to bring a ton of brushes with you. I'm using the bottom end of the detail brush because it just lightly applies that highlight exactly how I want it to, so that it blends in beautifully. I'm going to switch ends of the detail brush to the smaller end and apply my accent highlight in the missing areas I don't have any product. So that would be in between my eyebrows, where I want to just brighten up in the T-zone with that accent highlight. And then I'm going to place the accent highlight a little bit in areas I want to brighten. So you can see just a little bit underneath where I have that Demi underneath my eyes, down the middle of my upper lip and chin. And then you can also place a little underneath your contour on your cheekbone to make that cheekbone contour pop even a little bit more. So accent highlight is just a lighter, brighter shade of your highlight that you work as concealer. An important step that I definitely don't skip is using a damp perfector sponge after I apply my foundation, just to bounce on my skin to continue to blend the highlights and the contour product, and to also pick up any excess product. That's going to be really important so that your makeup lasts all day and looks professional. You want to use that damp sponge and then set it with our setting spray. After I've used my setting spray, I like to add some warmth and color to my face to look like I just have been out in the sun. So I'm going to apply some bronzer on the high points of my face. I did switch brushes to the blend brush. I love this tiny brush for the application it gives of bronzer. So I mix our bronzer, which is a cream bronzer called Bella, and a cream illuminator. So I chose the cream illuminator Glow. I love when Glow, Illuminator, and Bella are mixed together, and it gives the softest warm glow that doesn't have an orange tone to it. So I'm applying my bronzer with the blend brush and the fluffier end of it, and swirling that on the higher points of my face, so that would be a little higher above my cheekbones and on my forehead. You can also use bronzer as a sunless tanner on your neck and chest so that your neck and your chest match up. I love how bronzer can just really take your makeup to the next level. I'm going to add a touch of color to my face with some blush. So this is one of our lip and cheek colors called Frenchie. I'm applying it to the high cheek bone part of my face just to give my face a nice lift. And I love our lip and cheek colors. It's fun. The possibilities are really endless. You can use them as blush and or lipstick. They're cream products, so they blend with our foundation beautifully. And I'm still using that same end of the blend brush to apply the color on my cheek bones. So that's the cool thing about these brushes, having versatility to them. And you notice I didn't have to wipe the end of that brush. It does such a good job applying the bronzer and then the blush right after. You can use your lip and cheek on your lips as well. I'm throwing a little bit of a gloss I have in my compact. This is the color Summer Love. And I love that I can just have everything right there in one place. I'm going to add a little bit of a shimmer to my face. I'm using one of our powder illuminators, and this is still the same brush, the blend brush, and I'm using the color Glamazing, and I love, love, love that color to add just a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to move on to my eyeshadows. I'm first using a primer on my eyelids to act as a barrier between the oils on my skin and my shadows. So this is by Urban Decay, and it's called Potion in the color Sin. So now moving on to my eyeshadow look. I have brought my eyeshadow brush, and I'm first starting off with the color Bubba, and I'm using the fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush in a windshield wiper motion. My eyes are open when I apply that color all over my eyelid because I want to evenly distribute that first color as a base on my eyes, and I'm keeping my eyes open so that when my eyes are open you can actually see the color, and it creates a false crease, making my eyes look bigger. I switch ends to the smaller end of the eyeshadow brush and go into a darker matte color. So this particular color is Coco, and I'm focusing Coco on the outer corner of my eyes just to make my eyes appear bigger and bringing that color a little down underneath my eyes for a soft eyeliner. I love that the brush is double-ended so you can switch it and keep blending as you go. I'm going to use my finger and go into this gorgeous shimmer called You Complete Me, and I'm going to pack that rose gold shimmer onto the center of my eyelids. Using my finger, I can really get that color on there so you can really see it well. And then I'm going to finish blending that out with light glitter. So this is my Illuminator Glamazing, and that is my eyeshadow look right there. So I use the detail brush and the blend brush to apply most of my makeup. Of course, I use the spot brush for my Demi underneath my eyes. This is our brush holder, and I packed all of my brushes in here. I love it. It is just a really neat tool to have in your bag. You can put all your brushes up in there, it folds, and then you wrap it up and tuck for chic, secure finish. That brush holder can go right into this really cool thing I brought with me. This is my makeup bag from Seint. So it's amazing. You can store all your beauty essentials inside, zip and go. It also has special compartments to stow away your brushes or your spray bottles. So I love that everything's right in there. I'm ready for any excursions. I have easy access. I brought my compacts with me. I kept my powders in a separate compact from my other cream products. If you would like to get started with Seint Makeup, just send me a selfie with no makeup on and I'll color match you. And if you have Seint and you're ready to start traveling with it, think about the brush holder and the makeup case and you'll be set to go.